Harmon Warhol Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Harmon Warhol bringing you the Harmon Warhol Show, and I have a special guest with you. This is my friend from all the way back from Bear Creek High School. Been knowing this woman, this person, this awesome human being for a long time. This is also not only my motherfucking junior year prom date. This is my homie Charmaine Rojas.
Yes.
Let's give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I'm bringing her on, so we're just friends and we just hang out time to time. And Charmaine's been getting into hiking, and that's why the podcast, you got the first podcast outside.
Yes.
They were quiet as geese until right now, man. But yeah, so make sure you project. Make sure you project while
Definitely.
we're out. But yeah, so it's all about hiking. I've been getting actually into off-roading. Charmaine's been getting into rock climbing and hiking a little bit. Just
hiking
you know,
and bouldering too.
yeah, and we're both very like amateur. Very, would you say?
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd definitely say so.
But we definitely prepared ourselves to, go ahead and venture off. And I think that's what I wanted to bring out. Besides all the rappers and artists and stuff, is you can't just be an artist and just only focus on doing your art. You need to do other things to get inspired. You need other things to motivate you and to take your mind off your art and not take those pressures. So I love the outdoors. That's why I'm great that I hung out with Charmaine today. We went on a hike. So we were actually supposed to go to motherfucking Tahoe.
Yeah, and it was snowed in out there. Well, as soon as we pull up to the parking lot, it's just completely closed off and all snowed in, which definitely wasn't expected, you know what I mean? It's March, but we got hit with a lot of snow this year, a lot more than the last few years, but which is a really good thing.
Yeah, it was already snowing in Stockton and like the Altamont.
It was snowing in Stockton too?
Yeah, it snowed a little in Stockton, and then it snowed on the Altamont. And talking about the Altamont before we keep going, this beer is actually from Altamont Beer Works, Livermore, really California. I like this because it's called Maui Wowie. And also, it's a trip that it's on the Altamont because I commute there to go to work to motherfucking San Leandro. So
every day.
Seeing all these windmills and shit and everything. So cheers, Charmaine.
Cheers to
the Maui Wowie. It's a nice citrus beer. I like it. It's a cool beer. I enjoy it.
It's a really good flavor. I do. It's a little different, but I definitely like it.
Nice logo. I'll have a clip up. So anyway, yeah, so we're supposed to go to Tahoe. First I was like, hey, let's go to my off-roading place. I know an off-roading place here. I would love to take you. So we finally figure it out. We go up there. We start going up the trail or the actually road to get up there, and they blocked it off, snow. So we try to go to Charmaine's trail for hiking, and the whole place covered in snow.
It's like this whole area right now is just completely snowed in.
Yeah. And then,
honestly.
And it was only like probably 25 miles down, and then we went hiking.
Not even that, honestly. Like, it was really short distance. But yeah, here we are. It's beautiful out here. One of the first days hiking out here in the spring. We're in Sly Park, by the way.
Sly Park?
Yeah.
What, Placerville or somewhere by
Pollock Pines.
Pollock Pines, yeah.
Yeah,
Pollock
so I believe
Pines.
it's a little bit north of that. On the way to Tahoe, north of Sacramento. So we're about 2 hours, an hour and a half out from Stockton right now. So not too far.
So going into about ourselves, really. So Charmaine just has a great head on her shoulders. Not only is she motivated to do things and better herself, and I admire that, but also she has just such a level head. So like, we come out here, and I have a problem with that. I've been working on that, but I mean, you could tell today I was cool, you know what I mean? Like we went there, we were snowed in, I could have complained. I drove fucking 3 miles and 3 miles, 3 hours.
3 hours
and fucking
sure.
you know what I'm saying? And like it could have been a heated moment, but no, we just fucking chilled, kicked it, you know what I'm saying?
Really positive mindset.
Yeah, we were about to go to the movies and eat dinner. We still gonna eat lunch.
And we switched it up.
But we switched it up, and we had no problem. We just kicked it.
Still
and we
had a great time.
And that's what I want to tell people in the world, you know what I mean? My lovers, listeners, and friends, like, hey, have a positive attitude, man. Like, we blame it on ourselves. We did look at the weather. It was like 55 degrees we got up there.
We really did, but
and it was still snow everywhere. You know what I mean? Niggas don't know.
We couldn't help that.
Niggas don't know the snow.
Area.
Niggas don't know the snow.
Stockton, like, come on, it's not snowing out.
It's not snowing in Stockton. It was over 5,000 elevation and shit. Once it got over 5,000 of elevation, we started seeing the snow.
Yeah.
But so we came out here, and that's what I'm saying. We were gonna go ditch this and go to the movies, but then I was like, hey, look up a place, because now the snow's not here. We got a ways to go. She found something. We went hiking. We actually saw some cool spots. We had we're over here by the lake. It's a nice ass lake. There's an island. Now there's a place to maybe check out during the summer now.
Yeah,
and
because you
everything.
can go camping out here too. Like
Yeah,
I said. I've actually gone camping like a few years back out in this area.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
really nice.
Very nice. I mean, bring a jet ski out here or something.
Boat, we just saw the boat earlier.
Yeah.
I know you saw that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a cool place. So now we like, if anything, we found a new spot to come and revisit again. So it's
Make more memories.
yeah, make
you know?
more memories.
Sure.
What kind of memories you trying to make?
Really? Since high school. No. Oh, we saw that really cool car over there.
Oh yeah,
car
the
wreck.
cool car, the cool
It had
ass
to
car.
be from like the 1920s, like Prohibition sort of
Prohibition,
era. Or
yeah.
it looked that way.
There was cans everywhere. I wish
Yeah.
I would have got a better clip of all the cans, but like the car
everywhere.
itself was just like, we thought bullet holes were in there.
It
and
really looked
everything.
like it got shot up, unless they staged it to look like that.
But like, who staged
Who
that?
does that, right? And who would leave it there to like
And it was
rot
so
kind of like in
rusted and
nature?
like the tears, and it was just
you
like.
need a tetanus shot to
But
go
it was
through
just so many cans. Like if it was just the car, it wouldn't have tripped me out. It'd be like, oh, a car back in the day fucked up.
it. It was just like the entire scene.
But it was like cans from so long ago. You could tell construction site people saw it in there, and they're like, probably even brought it up to someone. They're like, bro, this costs too much. It's gonna be too hard to get that shit the fuck out. It's been there
Maybe
forever.
because of the area, like the location.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was tight. But like, think about it, we could have never saw that today. Like,
There's no, yeah.
and just like it made me just think about like the world and like not only just like nature all the way back to whatever, but just not even like not that long ago, 100 years ago. You know what I mean? Of like where people were at, and you know, and just general. Like that's 100 years
Seriously,
ago.
Look at the
1920.
advances
Yeah.
that we've made since
Yeah,
then.
from that car. That car still looked dope as fuck.
It really did. It like preserved really well.
Yeah, for how
Give
it
it up
was.
for Mother Nature again. Yeah.
Yeah, but and then we saw the dam. I want to say waterfall, but it's really a dam.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
That was really nice. We have to go to the Clementine Dam around here.
Clementine. Okay.
Yeah, it's really nice too. That one's a big one.
Yeah.
That one was pretty cool. It was really pretty, at least in that small little area.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was a nice hike. We enjoyed ourselves. We got to chill by the water. We got to exercise a little bit, breathe, check out a new place, have fun, enjoy ourselves, and just kind of get to. I mean, I got to know myself a little bit. I mean, knowing Charmaine. So after high school and everything, you went into the military, right? Or not?
I
right?
did.
Right after.
I went to Texas for a little bit because I grew up between Texas and California.
Yeah,
I know you know
that.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
So my dad's side of the family is in Texas, so I was there for a little bit, and then I decided, hey, you know, I'm just gonna try this military thing, and I just wanted to get out to explore the world. So I ended up getting stationed in Germany. So I was in Texas for 1 year, in Germany for 3 years, and it was amazing. I mean, beautiful country. The culture was great. The food amazing. The beer. Like the beer, no, like the beer was crazy, and I mean, just going to the festivals out there, experiencing Oktoberfest firsthand, it was just a great experience. I mean, even meeting people from so many different areas of the world, different states, you know, just getting like different perspectives. It was a really unique experience, and I definitely like cherish and value like every part of it for sure. It's changed me.
And then yeah, so like, and then you come back, and then now what do you do? What's your work?
So now I work in the medical field, and I actually am a hemodialysis technician, and I'm in school for nursing, and I want to end up being a registered dietitian. So that's the kind of the route that I want to go, and specifically in fitness nutrition. Clearly, I like outdoors. I really love outdoors and sports. I know that's one thing that Mike and I definitely like bonded on was sports for sure.
Yeah, and just,
You're a great athlete, so
you're
you know,
great.
you know,
You're a
you
great
know.
athlete. You're a great athlete.
No, but I love everything about it, like science.
Well,
medicine.
so bringing that up, so from going to the military and then going into what did you say you do again? What's like a short?
I work in dialysis, so,
Alright, so
pretty much I have
dialysis.
patients who have end-stage renal failure, so they have kidney failure,
Okay.
and they have to come to our clinic and receive their treatments about 3 times a week.
So I was gonna say, so like being in the military, were you able to like fulfill like certain things of like helping people and having a purpose, and then also having like physical, like you know, I don't know, like not a problem, but like activity, you know what I mean? Like, and then coming back into like real world, you got your work right now, helping people and having a purpose, but then now you do like the hiking and things like that to like get your physical, like, you know what I mean, fulfillment out as well. Is that something like that?
I
maybe?
definitely think that it all connects together. I mean, so I've been within the medical field since I was in the military, so for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
just a different aspect of it. I dealt more with the quality assurance side, so I dealt with multiple accounts like on base. So we ended up having to help and replenish the hospitals and things like that downrange. So you know firsthand that you were there effectively serving these wounded warriors who were downrange in Afghanistan, and getting blown up and things like that. We were the ones sending out the tent cities, sending out the medications and things like that to them. So you do get a really good sense of fulfillment in that sense, you know what I mean? But I wasn't really on the patient care side at that point. Now with my job, I'm directly patient, bedside.
You have relationships with your patients.
And I definitely feel like it puts a unique spin on things, and it really does change your perspective, and my appreciation and humbleness for everything around me and for life is just a different level, for sure.
Yeah,
it's all about your outlook, it really is.
Yeah, so definitely just, again, just to people, be grateful, go out there, and then just one thing, support our troops, bro.
Absolutely, my brother and my sister, they're still in,
that's so crazy too. You got a family full, damn.
My brother was actually just deployed, and he was, so he works in construction engineering, and he was actually help fixing the roofs and everything like that over in Saipan.
I seen that on his Instagram.
Because they got hit with a typhoon out there, so they literally had no, we take for granted, we have homes and, apartments, condos, whatever it may be out here, these people literally have, 10 roofs, getting blown off, and they were just so appreciative of the armed forces coming over to fix that for them. My brother was a part of that mission, and
that's so cool.
It was so amazing, and the sense of fulfillment he got, he was so humbled by it.
And that's what I was saying, you know what I mean?
Trying
to get those fulfillments out. If you feel that you're holding yourself back and being I know I feel like that. It's hard for me to I don't know, give a homeless person money or something like that. It's so hard for me because I just I think negatively of all this shit,
Yeah, but you gotta let that go.
And I let it go. Hey, you can ask Kevin. Hey, you can ask Kevin. We were fucking waiting on a stoplight, and this dude, and we were in this other homeless people were at the gas station. They were freaking me out. I was like, fuck these dudes. These are drug addicts tripping me out, asking weird conversations.
Some of them are.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's whatever. I can't.
We're not to judge.
Yeah, I'm not to judge, but I'm saying it freaked me the fuck out.
Right. I said what I said.
And then so I'm driving over to the light, but then there's one dude holding the sign. He goes, "Anything will help." And then I went and we just got done for Burger King from work right next there, and so I was like, "Fuck!" I had 2 chicken sandwiches and shit. And Kev's all laughing at me because I'm so he knows me because he helps people do shit. He does everything every year, a Christmas thing, gets backpacks and pass shit out, and he always asks me for help, and I say no.
Are you serious? What are you doing? Are you serious? Bro, that is not cool.
Bro, I have problem helping strangers.
But why?
I have nothing. Charmaine, if you ask me for anything,
but you never know, the next person. You never know the baggage that they're carrying. You never understand what they're going through, and maybe that's the reason that they are reacting that way to you.
Yeah, I know, but because I don't know, I don't just go straight to the positive all the time. Sometimes I'm like, you probably fucked up your life
or all the time.
Because you fucked it up.
And you never know.
Anyway, to the good deed I did.
Wait, okay.
I gave this nigga a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
And cause I've tried to help people. So that was another thing before this one. But anyway, so I had 2 chicken sandwiches with my meal, fries or whatever, and I gave that nigga a chicken sandwich. And then I was waiting to see how he'd act, and he fucking ate that shit right away. He had a big ass smile on his face, and Kevin's all laughing and giggling at me. He's like, "Nigga, I've never seen you do that shit."
Maybe he's rubbing off on you.
It wasn't
see positive vibes out there.
Yeah, because my dad's like that too. My dad, if he has the money and he's not tripping, he'll give a dude $20 or whatever. And me,
that's a good heart, dude.
Yeah.
Really, and don't expect anything back. You're like, yeah, I don't do that shit.
I don't do that shit at all.
Why?
I'm a straight Michael Jordan over in this shit. That nigga get a job, bro.
You don't care about
Get some McDonald's, bitch. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right.
I'm kidding.
We're gonna change that up.
No, yeah, I'm working on it.
It feels so good to help other people.
But it's hard for me to help strangers. It's helped me hard.
But you
Charmaine,
never
you know, if you ask me for anything, I would drop it a dime.
I know.
It's my friends and family. I have no
we have
problem
to help our brothers and sisters out though.
Almost to a fault. Almost to a fault. I have a problem.
Don't expect anything back, and
but
just
it's from a stranger.
Look, just have faith that it's
going to a good cause.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, not to be naive, but hey, I mean, it's not within our control. None of it is, you know.
I
It
guess I'm
isn't.
so narcissistic and
You're like, fuck it.
I'm narcissistic and negative. Yeah, nigga, you can't
I'm
even relate to
determined
shit.
to switch this.
Fake
No.
the bitch. But,
Spread love.
Yeah, no, I spread love. I spread love. I'm just saying.
Everywhere. No, everywhere.
But like
every aspect in
going
life.
to like Burning Man, like when I go to Burning Man
Yeah.
and shit, like it's made me like be more open to strangers and personalities and perspectives and shit. You know what I mean? But even with some of my own
Absolutely.
friends, I look at the way they think, you know, and I'm like, how do you fucking think that way? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just like maybe
True.
my way of thinking is like how the fuck.
The next person could be thinking that about you, right? So
Yeah.
you just have to remain like unbiased.
Yes.
You have to.
So
And open.
help all the hobos and bums and everything.
Just do
and
it with a
you
caring
don't know
heart.
what
You know, don't
those
expect
people.
anything back.
Those
you
people
know?
could be
Put good
terrible
into the
people.
universe.
They could be terrible people, or they could be one of the troops who has just a fucking tough roll of dice. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It could be anything. It could
And
just
you
be
never
a
know what
mom
happened in
or
their
a dad.
day to make them.
It could be
feel like
anybody,
in
and
that
I think about that, and I
So-
do. But when a nigga comes at me sideways, nigga, I'm like, yo, bro, get the fuck away from me.
But think about how many times, like, okay, something could have gone wrong, like at work or personally or what
Yeah,
it may
yeah,
be,
yeah.
right? And you don't mean to, but you just react on somebody. You snap on somebody you don't mean to.
I've done that.
Right?
I
I think we all have. We've all been guilty of that at some point, right?
That's how I got cut from my baseball team.
And that's really unfortunate, right? But what if they were to understand that you reacted that way because of X, Y, and Z? Now, had they had that open mind and open heart, maybe they would have responded to you in a different and positive manner.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why it's like we have to put that out there, because if that's what we want, we have to give that out, right?
No, for sure. If we want that back, yeah, you put whatever you put in the universe comes right back. You know what
I
I'm saying?
believe so.
God
Hopefully.
don't make mistakes.
No.
But thank
Praise
you.
him.
So that was a
Yeah.
good podcast. I think we can end it on that. I think
Absolutely.
that's around 20 minutes. I want to see. Let me see. I'm gonna
That
check
should
real
be
quick.
really
Let me
good,
check.
yeah.
Let me check real quick. Oh, nigga, it's only 16 minutes,
It's
nigga.
16?
16
Oh, wow.
minutes. I'm getting good at the time shit though. So we can end it up though. But anyway, so we had a fun time with the dam. We had a fun time checking out that fucking cool car.
Absolutely.
This place is called what again?
So we're in Sly Park, like
Yeah,
north of Sacramento.
Pines Park thing
yeah,
or whatever?
Pollock Pines.
Pollock Pines.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, so I'll look it up too before, because this is gonna come out weeks after we do this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I got a few.
We're gonna
more,
do this
you know.
again. I'm taking you to that waterfall.
Yeah.
You'll
We're gonna
really
do this
enjoy
again.
that,
Yeah, we'll do this
seriously.
again. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do this
you'll
again.
love
You'll be
it.
mine, because I've been doing a lot of artists and hip hop artists. I got signed up, so I got 2 ahead of you of artists, rappers, and
You're
then.
just trying to keep me around.
Whatever, nigga. You over here. Alright,
He's
but.
stuck.
No. What is it? I don't freeze.
Yeah,
I don't freeze.
Yeah.
I don't freeze. Niggas like, nigga, you froze.
Just happened.
Yo.
Just happened.
I don't even, nigga, what are we doing right now? We doing a podcast? I don't even know what's
yeah,
going
we're
on.
doing a podcast.
Okay, so anyway, let me come
The
back
sun
into
just
character.
came out. Do you see that? Like,
Yeah.
literally just started shining like
Let me get
super
back
bright.
into character.
How did you fall out of character? See? It's like,
Got a nigga blushing. Alright, so anyway,
It's
here
so
we go.
beautiful.
So anyway, we had fun. We saw the car. We saw the dam/waterfall. We learned about ourselves. We were patient. I felt like we grew. We got to go on an adventure. We got to see new things. We got to be a part of nature.
It's a
And
positive
I got
way.
to actually promote one of my greatest friends I have.
absolutely.
And
I got to support one of mine.
Hey-o. And so anyway, I just want to say thank you, lovers, listeners, and friends.